Before we begin, if you enjoy this kind of video, please subscribe and leave a like. I'm just getting this channel started, and your support really means a lot. And one more thing, tell me in the comments what topic you'd like to see next. I read every suggestion, and your idea could become our next video. Now, let me ask you something. Who are you when no one is watching? Not the version you show your family, your friends, or strangers, but the person who remains when the room is empty and there's no one left to impress. Is that person the real you, or just another mask you've learned to wear? Once you begin to explore this question, you may never look at yourself in quite the same way again.
What remains of you when nobody is watching? Most people never ask this, but the answer follows them every day. They smile when they want to cry. They agree when their heart says no. They act strong, kind, calm, busy, happy because somewhere deep inside, they feel the world is always judging them. Maybe you know this feeling. Maybe you have stood alone in a quiet room and felt a strange emptiness, because the face you show others is not always the face you meet in silence. We live inside invisible performances, and we forget they are performances. We become the mask until the mask starts to hurt. So let us look closer, not to blame you, but to free you. If the world stopped clapping, stopped asking, stopped needing you to be someone who would still be there waiting underneath, and why are we so afraid to meet them?
You can have the second speaker lean in and gently push back. Say, but wait, is it really that simple? Notice how you speak one way with your friends, another way with your boss, and another way when a stranger is watching. Something changes the moment eyes are on us. We stand straighter. We choose safer words. We hide anger. We show a smile. It is not always fake. It is survival. Every place hands us a mask. At home, you may be the good child. At work, the calm worker. Online, the funny one. These masks become social roles, and we wear them because we want to be liked, trusted, and accepted. The deep question is not whether we wear masks. We clearly do. The deeper question is, after all the roles are removed, is there a real self still waiting underneath? Or is that only another mask too?
Begin softly and speak as if you are sitting beside one person. Tell them that who we are is not made in one big moment. It is made when no one is watching. The small choice to wash the cup now or leave it again. The way you talk to yourself after a mistake. The phone you reach for before sleep. The lie you almost tell but swallow. Then contrast this with the face we show outside. At work we smile. Online we look strong. With friends we sound sure. But private life is where the real shape is formed. A kind person is not kind only on a stage. A brave person practices bravery in small hidden rooms. Ask the viewer, what do your quiet habits say about you? End by opening a door. Maybe being alone shows truths that noise and crowds can never let us see clearly.
Second speaker, speak slowly, as if you are sitting beside someone in a quiet room. Say that silence feels heavy because it takes away the noise we use to hide from ourselves. When the phone is gone, when the music stops, when no one is talking, the mind begins to speak. Many people do not fear silence itself. They fear what silence brings up. Old regrets, strange worries, painful memories, questions about life, love, work, and who they have become. Loneliness can feel like an empty house, but sometimes it is really a mirror. It shows us the feelings we kept pushing away. That is why people rush to scroll, eat, watch, drink, work, or talk. Any sound can feel safer than meeting the heart honestly. But maybe silence is not the enemy. Maybe it is an invitation. Let the quiet hold that thought. What are people actually running from?
Start by asking a quiet question. Who am I when no one is watching? This opens the door to deep thought without sounding hard or cold. Speak like a friend sitting beside the viewer. Say that many people build their sense of self from praise, blame, likes, family names, jobs, and old stories told by others. But if all of that changed tomorrow, would the inner self disappear too? Socrates taught that knowing yourself is one of the most important tasks in life. Carl Jung also pointed us inward, toward the hidden parts we ignore, fear, or push away. The speaker should show that real identity is not just a mirror held by other people. Their opinions may affect us, but they cannot fully define us. Invite the viewer to pause, breathe, and look within, because the deepest answers often begin in silence and honest self-attention.
Now let the second speaker slow the room down and ask a simple thing. How much of your day is really yours? You choose clothes because someone may praise them. You laugh at jokes you do not enjoy. You say yes to dinner, extra work, and plans that tire your heart because saying no might make people cold. At first, approval feels like warmth. Then it becomes a leash. Each small act of pleasing teaches the self to hide. Soon the real voice grows quiet, not because it has nothing to say, but because it has learned that being liked feels safer than being true. The cost is not loud. It is a life that looks fine from outside, while inside you feel like a guest in your own body. So ask gently today, what would remain if no one clapped? Does freedom begin when approval is no longer necessary?
Begin by asking the viewer to picture a room where no one is watching. Say that real authenticity is not a mask we wear in public, but the face we keep when the world goes quiet. It shows in the small choice to tell the truth when a lie would be easy. It shows in the hand that gives help without needing praise. It shows in the thought we allow, the habit we hide, the promise we keep even when nobody will know. Invite them to imagine being completely alone, with no phone, no crowd, no reward, no shame, only their own hearts sitting beside them. Ask, who are you in that silence? Are you kind when kindness brings nothing back? Are you honest when honesty costs you comfort? Let the moment feel close and personal. Then pause and say, this is where the deeper answer begins for us now.
Let the second speaker speak gently, as if placing a mirror in front of the listener. Say that life does not begin on the stage, it begins in the quiet room where no one claps and no one checks. The small private act, repeated each day, becomes a path. The thought you feed in secret becomes the voice that guides your choices. The habit you eyed today may become the chain you wear tomorrow. Ask, what kind of person is being built when no one is watching? Keep the tone calm, not blaming. Show that every hidden yes and every hidden no is shaping the face the world will later meet. Then guide the talk toward responsibility. Not fear, not shame, but ownership. If private choices build public life, then private choices can also rebuild it. The unseen self is the seed, and the seen life is the tree slowly.
Begin gently, as if speaking to one tired heart in the dark. Tell them that many people spend their whole life standing before an invisible crowd, fixing the face, shaping the voice, hiding the wound. Then turn the question. Ask, what is left when no one is clapping, judging, watching, or waiting? Say that this quiet place is not empty. It is the door. Here the false self falls away, not as punishment, but as mercy. Invite them to stop asking, do they like me, and begin asking, am I living as my real self? Let the feeling rise slowly. Say that transformation begins when a person dares to meet the soul without costume. In that moment, fear becomes honesty, honesty becomes freedom, and freedom becomes a new life. End softly. The deepest witness is not the crowd. It is the self finally awake. This is the final reflection now.
Let the second speaker slow down near the end, as if the room has become quiet and every viewer is alone with their own heart. Have them say that life often shows us masks, the proud face we wear when people cheer, the strong voice we use when others are watching, the bright smile we bring to the stage. But maybe that is not where the real self lives. Maybe the truest version of a person is revealed not during applause, but during silence, when no one is clapping, no one is praising, no one is waiting to be pleased. In that still place, we meet our fears, our kindness, our regrets, and our quiet hopes. Invite the listener to sit with that thought, not rush past it. Then close softly with this question. When the noise fades and no one is watching, who are you really deep inside today?